So you want to start your own Pokemon card collection in 2026, and you're probably thinking, where do I begin? Don't worry, because this video has everything you need to know when it comes to starting your own collection, whether it's what cards to collect or what cards not to collect. So let's start off with the most important question that you need to ask yourself before you even start collecting, and that is, why do I want to start collecting? Any answer here is fine, by the way, but it helps you pinpoint exactly what you want out of the hobby. Whether you're into graded cards, sealed product, or just ripping packs, knowing what you want will save you tons of money in the future. Unless you want to rip packs, that is. Then you're guaranteed to lose money. With that said, let's get into our first topic, which is ripping packs and sealed product. Nothing compares to the feeling of ripping a booster pack and pulling a card that's very cool or expensive. But the truth is, it doesn't happen that often, which is why these cards are worth more money. Statistically speaking, you're better off just buying the card itself rather than helplessly ripping packs with the hopes that you'd pull it. That being said, you'll definitely end up ripping some booster packs, so that brings the question, what sets should I open? There are so many sets nowadays, so my best recommendation would be to just look up cards online and open the sets that have those cards in them. I definitely recommend using the Collector app. It's an app designed to show you every card in every set ever made. This is also good if you're looking to master set. Now, a master set is when you collect every card with every variant in a specific set. Getting into sealed product, there's many different kinds to collect or rip. What I would recommend to somebody new in the hobby is an ETB, or an Elite Trainer Box. These are boxes that include around 10 booster packs, a promo card, and some accessories to use while you play the TCG. But most importantly, these come with a set list. This allows you to track every card in the set to see what you could pull. These boxes are also very liquid and great for long-term investments. I personally have a few right here, and I have no plans on ripping or selling them. Now there's also booster boxes, booster bundles, 3-pack blisters, and various others. But at the end of the day, just remember that it's the packs inside that hold the value. So you've ripped some boxes and have finally got over that post-pack clarity. Let's get into singles and graded cards. Now this is where you can go wild, but before you do, let's quickly go over some things to consider before you spend a lot of money. For singles, there are many different kinds of cards to collect. If you're looking for modern cards, which I definitely recommend when you're first starting out, you can find cards like this, and even this for relatively cheap. I'll just be explaining cards from Mega Evolution and Scarlet Violet era in this video, but I'm definitely going to be making another video for more advanced people or anybody who's looking for vintage. You can collect modern cards in many different ways. A lot of people have themes for their binders. You could collect cute Pokemon, sleepy Pokemon, or even just your favorite Pokemon. Now my favorite Pokemon is Lapras, and if you take a look into my binder, you'll see that I have a decent amount of Lapras cards. One day I'll own every Lapras to exist. Tons of people fall into the illustration rare side of collecting, and honestly, I don't blame them. So many of these cards tell a story and feel a lot more than just a piece of shiny cardboard. For example, this Chatot card's pretty cool, right? But get this, the ones perched up on the wires are actually music notes. The ones on the top is Chatot's cry, and the one on the bottom, well, I'm sure you know this. Lots of arts are connected to one another. I think my favorite connecting art would be this one right here, the Deerling and Sawsbuck from Temporal Forces. Are you starting to see why people love this hobby so much? Now most of the expensive modern cards are known as SIRs, or Special Illustration Rares. These by far have some of the hardest pull rates but some of the hardest artworks. See this Charizard? Pretty cool, right? And pretty expensive. Again, don't expect to pull these cards often, but if you do, you better start laughing to the bank because you're going to be rolling in money. So now you know what kind of modern singles to look for. Let's get into slabs. To give a brief explanation, slabs are cards that have been professionally graded by various companies to determine your card's authenticity and value. The grading scale goes from 1 to 10, and if your card hits a perfect 10, chances are you just made some money. But before you go all willy-nilly and start grading your cards yourself, we need to talk about the financial side of it. Buying singles is the cheapest way to grow your collection. And yes, grading cards can increase your profits, but remember it costs money to grade your cards as well. I've already posted a video explaining this, so make sure you check that out after you watch this one. There are tons of cards that are in the $20 to $40 range, and in a PSA 10 can go for upwards of $500, if not more. Some people prefer singles over slabs, and that's okay, but having some graded cards definitely proves its condition and its authenticity. There's a lot of fake cards going around right now, so definitely make sure you know what to look for. So we've covered ripping packs, sealed products, singles, and slabs, but let's talk about something you need to know before you even buy anything. So before you buy any Pokemon card, you gotta know how to keep them safe. Bruh. Okay, not like that, but like this. This is a sleeve, and you can find these anywhere. Amazon, Walmart, or any card store will 100% have these. Alright, so your card's sleeved up, but that's still not enough. Now you need tons and tons of these. Top loaders are just as essential as sleeves, and funny enough, you can find them in the exact same places. They give your card a second layer of protection and prevent your cards from bending. You're also going to need some places to store your cards. For singles, I would definitely recommend a top loader binder. Now if you take anything from this video, please let it be this. Do not buy a 3-ring binder. They will press against your cards from time to time and eventually damage your cards. Trust me, just save yourself from the time and stress and just buy a top loader binder. For slabs, you could get a slab binder as well, or you can find a way to display them in your sanctuary. I have a few stands that I probably got from Amazon a few years ago, and they work just fine. And that's all the basics when it comes to starting your collection in 2026. Seems easy and fun, right? If you thought this video was helpful, you should check out this video about grading your cards. Please consider dropping a like and subscribe if you love your mom. Bye guys.